Check sound check, everybody. Alright, and good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Happy Monday. Wow, 18th of December 2000. We're almost there, everybody. It's almost Christmas, New Year's Eve, right? Alright. And remember, everybody, this is our last week. Then we go on vacation. So the last week in December we don't have classes. Then first week we don't have classes, so we are going to be back January 8th. Alright, pen and paper, January 8th. Alright, let me write this down too. If not, I'm going to forget. Alright, everybody, so never forget, trading is a learnable skill when you learn in the correct way. What is my goal for you, my wish for you is to go from zero to a millionaire trader, a trader who is managing possibly millions of dollars. Alright, and yes, it's possible in about, if you're a complete beginner, if you're in about 3 years. Right, on average in an institutional way. What does this mean? We had Forex trading week last week. We forgot a little bit about it. So institutional way, everybody, is you start as an analyst, you start as a junior analyst. Then if you do good, you are going to get a promotion in an institution. Right, just an example. You got a promotion in institution, then you become a senior analyst. Alright, this is Forex course 101 4. And then if you do good as a senior analyst, you have great predictions, markets and assets are moving in the direction of what you say most of the time. Not every single time, but most of the time. About 60% or more. And then if you want, they are going to offer you, do you want to become what it's called a portfolio manager or a trader or whatever. Alright, so never forget, trading is a learnable skill. With the right information, everybody, remember, you can do it. Alright, you can become a consistently profitable trader. We're not going to waste time to reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do this in your free time. And also never forget that you're going to graduate from this course when, number 1, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number 2, you have a strategy in place. You understand why you win, why you lose. And 3, you have a complete understanding of how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Please disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice. We are here to learn, and for questions and homeworks you have my Gmail, and for extra webinars, seminars, or simply chit chat or business call, whatever, you have also Skype. So everybody, do you want the good news? Type in the chat, yes, tell me the good news. Do you want the good news, everybody, from the manual? Do you want the good news? So we covered lesson number 1, technical market structure, highs and lows, market behaviors, the market structure trends, how to trade the market wave, uptrend, downtrend, how to properly draw trend lines, the 3 trend lines every time frame has. We talked about the infamous consolidation. We talked about how to trade trends inside the market wave, the small ones. We talked about the news, how news events impact what we have learned so far. Then we talked about higher time frames and smaller time frames. And we talked about the multiple time frame trading. We talked about stop loss and take profit. We talked about counter trend line. So, and finally today we are at what is support, resistance and pivot points. We did a good job, right, so far? So what's the good news, everybody? Starting today, this is a new module, if you want to write down. It's called timing and retracement trading. Alright? As Lucas copy has trading support, resistance, pivot points. This is a module about timing and retracement trading. Alright, from the manual. Yeah, I didn't write it in the manual yet. I'm going to do it next year, right? So you are not a beginner anymore, everybody. Now you are intermediate, right? You are entering into intermediate area. So beginner module, then you have retracement trading and timing. It's the intermediate, and then talking about Fibonacci's is going to be advanced, right? And then from advanced you go to a semi-professional or a professional. So what is support, resistance and pivot point? Support is a level where the market come down. Alright, so we're going to do this, everybody, and let's clean everything out, right? Let's clean everything out. Give me a second. Delete. Alright. Yes, we can use any currency pair, any time frame, as always. By the way, how are our trades doing? All good. We're going to leave it open, alright? There you go. Okay, everybody, so what are support, resistance, pivot points? It goes like this. So support slash resistance slash PP, pivot points, are areas of potential reversal. Alright? So we are working on number 3 right now, and number 1 have your chart set up and ready for trading. And number 3, you know, you can make an educated prediction. Remember, support, resistance, pivot points are areas of potential reversal. Alright, and just to be more clear, what does this mean? Areas. So not lines to a pip. Alright, everybody? So if I go on USD CHF monthly chart, alright, and if I do something like this, just an example, or maybe like this, or maybe like that, right? So this would be a resistance, alright? It's a resistance area, but be careful, it's not aligned to the pip, so it's not, it doesn't mean, you know, 101.01527. Alright, it's an area. What does this mean? Well, look at the candles. Can you see, everybody? From the monthly, you know, it went up and then it went down, right? The market went through the line and then went down below the line, right? So the market went through the line and back down below the line. Here too, up and down, right? So the market, boss, how do I know? Give me a second, you know, or let's answer. So how do you know? Everybody, give me a second, you know, because the students, you know, not on YouTube but on the other streaming platform. Great question, by the way. So how do I know that the market broke the support slash resistance slash pivot point area? Answer. you will see a confirmed trend. Oh yes, but no, period, end of story, period, end of story. That's the rule. Alright, that's the rule. Yes, I know, different YouTubers, different TikTokers, different golden unicorns, they are going to tell you that, you know, oh, just have a closed body candle, and you know, this is the, you know, this is the, yes, but there is no right to, I do not tell you what to do. Make sense, everybody? Somebody is going to tell you, well, just a candle, you know, and the candle is going to signal you that we are breaking the area. Well, I'm a little bit more conservative, if you want. So specifically on the monthly chart, you don't have an uptrend, right? So how do I know that the market broke the support, resistance, pivot point area? Answer: you will see a confirmed uptrend. In this example, it could be a downtrend too. Agreed? A confirmed trend out of the area. Boss, can I just use the candle? You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want, but don't come back crying. Fair enough. Don't come back crying. Because you have here one candle closed above the line. And here you have the second candle closed bullish above the line. And this line might be your area, so you would assume that, oh, the market broke the resistance, and what happened? Make sense, everybody? There is no right or wrong, right? All good? Alright. So, support, resistance, pivot points are areas, not lines to the peak of potential reversals. Alright, so let's address support first, support. Then we're going to address resistance, resistance. Then we are going to address support, then we're going to address pivot points. So we have bullish PP, bullish pivot point, and then clone. We're going to have a bearish pivot point. Edit label, bearish pivot point. Alright, now support, it's a no-brainer. We are going to have a floor, everybody. Give me a second. We're going to have a floor like this, green, alright, for support. So when the market goes lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, it's going to hit support and then it's going to bounce back up. Alright, so this is support. Alright, the market hits the floor. Alright, yeah, we're going to talk about later, you know, sometimes the market, so this is just theory. Alright, then we're going to talk about the live market. Resistance is going to be similar, just instead of a floor, it's going to be a ceiling. So the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. It's going to hit the ceiling and then it's going to reverse. All good. Now, talking about pivot points, you have the bullish pivot point and bearish pivot point. We are going to draw a tan color like this, and whoops, not this one, and clone, right, and bearish, right? So bullish, what does it mean? Bullish, what's the difference? Bullish is going to come from the downside up, alright? So the market is going to make higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Now pay attention in here, everybody. Alright? Pay attention right now. The first thing that is going to happen on the pivot point, it's like resistance. The market is going to react and it's going to fall down. Then on the second step is going to break through. And then it's going to gravitate to the other side of the pivot point, and then it's going to continue its way. Right? This is the difference. So you have here one, so this is the reaction, and then you have the breakthrough. Alright, and then you have the retest. Okay, yes, we can write. Alright, very good. So reaction, number 2 breakthrough, and number 3 the retest of the level, right? Oh god, yeah, alright, delete reaction and edit label 18, maybe 16, alright. So number 1 is the reaction, then number 2 is going to be the breakthrough. Hopefully my English is correct, everybody. So number 2 is the breakthrough, and number 3 is the retest of the area. Alright, does this make sense? Boss, why is this important? Because there is no right or wrong on the strategy. Everybody, makes sense? Alright, talk to me, everybody. Talking about the all resistance, you know. Okay, pivot point and resistance, alright. So, talk to me, everybody. This is an area, right, of resistance or a pivot point. And you are trading your strategy, right? You've entered here, just an example. You've entered here, and the market is gravitating up to here, you know, and here you have another possible entry. So here are a few questions, you know. Question number 1, should I enter again? Should I enter at the support resistance pivot point? Question number 2, if I'm in a trade already, should I profit take partially or in total at the support slash resistance slash pivot point? Make sense, everybody? So what would you do? There is no right or wrong. Type in the chat, what would you do? Let's say that this is, everybody, you are here, red arrow pointing at, right click, red arrow. Would you enter this trade? Would you buy? There is no right or wrong. You have a signal, right? Would you buy? Let me show you something, everybody. Let's go to what? Canada JPY? Just an example, randomly. Hello, Shola, how are you? Shola, you are the big boss. Shola, you are going to have the 25,000 euro account. Right, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm waiting for the the people to call me. So everybody, so forget about the Fibonacci's, right? But maybe the monthly it's not the best. So alright, so what you see, everybody, is support, resistance, pivot points, alright? And forget about the Fibonacci, it's not relevant yet. Now I'm going to hide the Fibonacci, right? Now what can you see up in here and up in here and up in here and up in here? Type in the chat, Shola, what do you see? And congratulations to you, Shola, because you are willing to learn again timing and retracement trading. Right? Yes, not a lot of students once they are over the Forex course 101, not a lot of students are willing to redo one more time. Reaction, reaction. Can you see, everybody? Now this is the weekly chart. The market went up and down, reacted, right? In here the market went up and down. Can you see it, everybody? I'm going to... Can you see the reaction? Maybe... There you go. The market went up, hit the pivot point, example, the ceiling, and look at the reaction. Yes, we can do we can do this on the daily too. And this was what? This was what are we talking about? September 2022. Daily chart, September 2022. Forget about the Fibonacci, everybody. There you go, September 2022. See here, everybody? This was the daily chart. So, you know, on the smaller time frames, that you have a pivot point up in here, right? And then you trade and you do your magic with your strategy, system, whatever, and you know, and then you see this one. Yeah, it's an area, not aligned to the pip, so the market is up, you know, and you know, somebody would buy this candle or this candle, whatever, and then see what happened, everybody? So if you are not skilled enough being a day trader on the 15-minute chart, you could easily lose. Make sense, everybody? Hello, Alexander, how are you? Make sense, everybody? You could easily lose in here if you're not skilled. Whatever you do, if your stop loss it would be here, you would be stopped out. If the stop loss would be here, you would be stopped out. Even if you entered in here, if you are not strong or you're not skilled enough, you know, all of this profit would turn into a dust. Make sense, everybody? No, there is no right or wrong, but those are great questions to ask. Give it a second. So, hedge fund trader Shola and hedge fund trader Alexander, should you enter this trade? Should I enter the trade? I have my strategy, I have my system, whatever may be the case. Counter trend line break, any time frame, you know that there is a support, resistance, pivot point. In this case it's a resistance or pivot point. Should you enter? There is no right or wrong. What do you think? And talking about the first entry, if I'm in a trade already, should I profit take? I've entered here, you know, and now the market is in here. Should I profit take partially? No, I cannot tell you what to do. I'm asking you. This is what you are learning right now. Support, resistance, pivot points are areas of potential reversals. Sandy says number one, no. Clara says no. See everybody how this, no, there is no, if you say there is no right or wrong. If you say yes, it's alright. But if you say yes and you lose, you know why you've lost. Make sense? No, I cannot tell you what to do. Boss, what are you doing? I have my, it's not a secret. It's nothing special really. I am using clone chart. I'm using, give me a second, open template, entries, give me a second. So I'm using a system to help myself, make sense? Alright? You can use your own, so just simplistic approach, right? So if there is a pivot point up in here, alright, just an example. If there is a pivot point, and yeah, we talk more about this on Forex course 2, it's the money phase. So I'm using my system, right? And there is a pivot point or resistance above me, you know, I'm still in, talking about closing, I'm still in, you know, and now that KDG indicator turned red, I'm 50% out. Alright, I'm still 50% in, I'm still 50% in, and now that Heikki Nashi changed to blue and KDJ is red, you know, I'm out 100%. Alright, so for me to double guess, triple guess, whatever, no, this is no recommendation, this is what I do, might not work for you everybody. Alright, but I'm letting the system tell me, alright, when the market is going to reverse, how the market is going to reverse. Alright? Great question. Somebody's asking, everybody listen to this, not on YouTube, but on the other streaming platform. There are some old guys, there are few years with me. So what you are telling me is that even if you are at the pivot point, if the system has the correct colors, you would enter. And the answer is yes. But this is advanced trading, everybody, makes sense? Might not be for you, analysts, beginner analyst, junior analyst, makes sense? If you are 3 months in the making, 6 months in the making, maybe 1 year in the making, this is not for you, believe me. Alright? Seems easy, but it's not. Anyway, great question, thank you very much. The answer is yes. I would, if the system tells me if the colors are good, you know, makes sense? Boss, but you know that the pivot point is there. Sure, but I'm letting the system tell me. This is the difference between me and you, everybody. Listen up. Not being arrogant, please. This is the difference between me and you. You don't have a system. I'm answering to a student. You don't have a system, so you are maybe double guessing, you know, or you are maybe in FOMO, chasing the money. Fair enough? Me, on the other side, I'm looking at the same level, but and this would not be the, let's say that we are here, right? We are here. Good? and I'm looking at the system, so there is a pivot point, right? And when the KDJ, don't ask me what this represents, so when it's green and green, you know, and the Heikin-Ashi is white, this would be for me a signal, even though I am at the pivot point. So you are guessing, or you are maybe chasing the money. Me, I'm not guessing, and I'm not chasing the money because these indicators, I backtested them, they work for me, might not work for you. Alright? And number 2, I'm in a trade, everybody. Should I profit take partially or in total? I'm doing this already, so I agree with you. According to my system, I would partially get out, you know. What is the name of the system? There is no name, Clara. No name. It's just 2 indicators. It's Heikin-Ashi and it's what is this one? KDJ. I believe it's the indicator. Give me a second. See here, KDJ. Everybody, you must backtest, alright? Please don't just copy. You can use those 2, it's not a secret, it's nothing special really. Alright? This is not a golden unicorn or whatever, but backtest before you use it on a demo account. Don't do stupid things with money. Oh, I'm going to use because he's using. Alright? I'm going to risk 10% on KDJ and Heikin-Ashi. Doesn't work like this. Alright, everybody? So in here, I'm in a trade. If I'm in a trade, should I profit take partially or in total? You know, there is no right or wrong. Some people says, well, I'm going to profit take partially, you know. Now, if you are going to take partial profits, what's the rule? If you are going to profit take or partially or in total, you must have black and white rules on when to exit. Does this make sense, everybody? If you don't implement this, no money for you in the Forex course 202. If you're going to profit take partially or in total, you must have black and white rules, not subject to interpretation, on when to exit. Not subject to interpretation when to exit. Alright, everybody, all good? Yeah, bigger. Give me a second. Out. Clara says yes. Alright, so before we go to the bearish pivot point, what could be a rule? So if you are on example, right? If you are on the 4-hour chart, okay, just an example. So example of a rule. Example of a rule. So we're working on number 2. Have your strategy in place. Example of a rule. If I'm trading on the 4-hour chart, I am going to exit 100% when I see a change in trend direction on the 30-minute chart. Right, everybody? example of a rule. So this is the 4-hour chart. This is the 4-hour chart, and it's going to get to the pivot point or resistance, whatever, it could be support. Now on the 30-minute chart, you have, of course, more swings, right? You have more swings, and when the 4-hour chart is going to start to retrace like this, you are going to see on the 30-minute chart a change in the short-term trend, right? This would signal you that, oh, we are, come on, there you go. This is going to signal, oh, we are reversing the trend, or the trend is reversing. Meaning the market is reacting to the support resistance pivot point. Any questions so far? Yes, you are not a beginner, not a trader yet, but you're not a beginner analyst anymore. You just enter into the intermediate area, right? Some of you are late. We started the second module. First module is called Market Structure and Trends. And now we are, next year I'm going to improve the manual. And now we are starting the module number 2. It's called Timing and Retracement Trading. Timing and Retracement Trading. As you can see, we are talking about timing in here, right? Timing to get out, timing maybe not to get in, great entry but wrong timing. Yeah, don't worry, we just started, alright? Any questions so far before we move forward? So I should do this, give me a second. This should go up and this should go down. And everybody take a screenshot with cell phone photo. So this would be the 4-hour chart. Take a picture with cell phone, whatever, and this would be the 30-minute chart. Shola, you too. Alright, type in the chat done, everybody. Take a picture with your cell phone photo, whatever, for the future reference. Print it out, rewatch it. Glue it next to your laptop before you trade. Demo trade, of course. Yes, type in the chat done so we can move forward. And if you have any questions, everybody in between, please type in the chat. Give it a thumb up if you find value in these lessons. Hedge Fund Trader Shoal, any questions? Hedge Fund Trader Alexander, any questions? Hedge Fund Trader Sandy, any questions? Hedge Fund Trader Clara, any questions? And everybody, this is our last week before we go on vacation. I am going to be back. January 8th, Dukascopy Academy, right? Did you see, everybody, the change? Did you see the YouTube? Give me a second. Look in here, we changed the name. It's not Dukascopy Webinars, but it's Dukascopy Academy, right? Wow. Very good, right? Nice, huh? They should change here too, right? Dukascopy. Well, maybe web. I don't know. I'm not an expert on social media, so I'd rather stay quiet, you know. Alright, done. Thank you very much. So moving forward, right? We talked about the lesson today. What is support, resistance, pivot point? Support, resistance, pivot point are areas, not lines to a pip of potential reversals. we explained to a student that different TikTokers, different YouTubers are going to tell you that the market is out, or the market broke support, resistance, pivot point with just a candle close. I'm a little bit more conservative, and I'm telling you, you are going to see that the market is out of support, resistance, pivot point with the trend, confirmed trend. Alright everybody, with a confirmed trend. But as always, you can do whatever you want. Take what you like, reject what you don't like. Alright, so bearish pivot point, you know, it's exactly the same as bullish. It's just going to go in a different direction. So if bullish goes from downside up, this is going to go from upside, you know, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, bam. Number one is going to happen what? The reaction, right? The reaction is going to happen first. So this is going to happen. The reaction is going to happen first in here. Give me a second. Circle, there you go. Then it's a bearish pivot point, then bam, is going to break through, right? Yeah, we're going to have a specific class on how to trade pivot points. Alright, so the second one, second level, second happening, second event for your journaling, you know, talking about events. It's the breakthrough, and some of you have been losing. Sandy, how do you backtest a strategy? You trade it on the demo account. Sandy, you need to trade it on a demo account. Make sense? No, I don't believe. No, you might not like it, everybody. I don't believe in backtesting back in the past. I believe this is wrong, but this is what I believe. Alright, I believe this is not the right way to backtest. Okay, oh, just because in 2002 the market did this and that, and then the market this and that in here and here, you know, that's why this strategy works. For the last, everybody, for the last 6 years that I'm an active coach, this way of doing proved to be not effective. I don't care, do whatever you want. My life is not going to change. If you believe that you can backtest going into the past, do it. What can I tell you? Not uncommon, but it doesn't work. So everybody, you might be losing on the smaller time frames down in here, you know. The market broke the level and you would short the market. There is one more that is going to happen 7 times out of 10. And it's the retesting of the area before it goes down again. Alright? Study the chart and you need to learn this thoroughly. Retest, clone. The retest of the area. Alright everybody? And give me a second. Alright? Take a screenshot of this too. But it would take such a long time. This is why 90% of retail traders are losing money, Sandy. You want the easy way to go, you know, you want the fast line to go, you know. Make sense, everybody? I agree with you, by the way. I agree with you, it takes a long time, but this is why only 10% of people are making money in the financial markets long term. And this is why 90% are not making money. Alright everybody? I'm telling you already, and you can call me arrogant, and I don't care. if you are not coachable in the Forex course Chuchu, you are going to waste time and money. Alright everybody? You need to be coachable in the Forex course Chuchu. Don't fight what I'm telling you. Because believe me, I tried anything and everything and it doesn't work. It does not work. There is a formula, there is a process how investment banks, hedge funds, brokers, family office, so the professionals are making money. There is a formula, 1 + 1 + 1 is 3. It's a formula. But you retail trader, you tend to fight with the no, because this is not like this. Alright? Clara is here from the Forex course Chuchu, and Shola is here. Clara and Shola, tell the guys anything else that's been taught out of the Forex course Chuchu. If you do less that I'm telling you, or if you do even more that I'm telling you, it's not going to work. Alright everybody? So those are the rules. Don't get angry at me, I didn't build the rules. You know, send it on the daily chart is going to take me 2 decades. I agree with you, but this is still the process. Alright everybody? And because we want the fast line and the fast track, we go to a TikToker or a YouTuber when it's showing us how to backtest a strategy in the past. Maybe he's going to sell us a software that backtests the strategy. And you owe me a beer, everybody, when you come back to Dukascopy Academy and you tell, boss, you were right. You were right, man. This way doesn't work. And I'm going to tell you, alright. You owe me a beer or a coffee, you know, or a wine if it's dinner, alright, everybody? Fair enough? Doesn't work. There are some secrets in here. Alright, everybody in the Forex course Chuchu, there is something that is not taught online. You have no TikTok or no YouTuber telling you how it's done. Exactly. Alright everybody, type in the chat done. Talking about the picture, support, resistance, pivot point. Type in the chat, all clear. Everybody, any questions? Type in the chat. No, all clear, all good. We have one more topic for today. And it's so this is theory, then we're going to see how the market really works. Clear for me. Alright, very good. Thank you, Alexander. Alright everybody, so let's talk about the last one for today. So it's if this line represents support, sometimes the market is not going to hit support and is going to react, clone. Sometimes the market is going to touch the level of support and is going to react, and sometimes, whoops, again, give me a second, clone, there you go. And sometimes, this is what you must learn, sometimes the market is going to go through the pivot point or the support and then is going to react. Alright, so you have 3 different, let's write this down, 3 different types of reactions at support, because it's an area not aligned to the pip. Alright, everybody? What does this mean to a beginner trader? Here you have so here you have lost entries on the long buy side. Here you have lost entries, and here you have losers. Here you have losing trades on the short, which is sell side. Alright, everybody? In the first one, we tend to not enter long, you know, because retracement trading, everybody, alright? Send a thumb up. Everybody give it a thumb up on YouTube if you would. You are helping the channel if you find value, alright? So here, lost entries on the long side or buy side. You say, alright, I'm going to enter long when the market hits the pivot point. And I'm going to go long when the market hits the pivot point, and I'm going to go long when the market hits the pivot point, and I'm going to go long when the so you might have 3-4 swings already, you know, and you say, oh, but the market didn't hit the pivot point. It did. You forgot that it's an area. Does this make sense? It's an area. So and boss, how do you know? You must monitor price action. Make sense? You must follow the system. You must follow the strategy. This one, it's easy. It's a no-brainer. And the big one that you might not like to hear, but if you stop doing this, it's going to save you money. Hello Sorata, how are you? Alright, this one, losing trades. Why? Because again, you know, you're seeing something like this, it's breaking the pivot point, you know, or it's breaking support. Oh, it broke support, it made a lower low. It made a lower low, man. I'm going to short it on the next counter trend line break, and you lost. Alright, everybody, so take a screenshot of this one too. Type in the chat done. Three different types of reactions at support because it's an area not aligned to the pip. Take a screenshot, type in the chat done. No, there is no right or wrong. You can monitor price action, you can build a system if you want. You can simply monitor Forex Course 101. You can simply monitor relevant highs and lows, everybody. That's why when a student from the other platform, you're not going to see on YouTube, but a student was asking, you know, how do you know, you know, and some YouTubers and TikTokers are telling you, oh, when a candle closes above the line, you know, this means that we're out of the support resistance pivot point. Make sense? So here you have a candle, you know, closed body candle on the other side of the resistance. Here you have a candle on the other side of resistance. Make sense? And you would buy those candles. What happened every single time? It's on you, everybody, to study the charts. It's on you to study the charts and come back to class and prove like, oh boss, what you are teaching doesn't work, or what you are teaching is not true. I'm always here, right? Make sense, everybody? Where is the picture? Oh, there you go, up in here. Sandy done, Alexander done. Can you see, everybody? If you implement a rule that you need to see a confirmed downtrend on the other side, right? You need something to see, something like this to see on the other side. Make sense? So though those two look like the same to you? Do those two price actions look like the same to you? There is no right or wrong. I mean, how the market is going to come down and do. But if you short the market just because it made a lower low at the pivot point or support, or you short the market because it made a lower low and a lower high and a lower low again, example, right? This is totally different, agreed? So when you're building your strategy, try to implement some rules like this. Nah, I cannot tell you what to do, everybody. I can tell you what I do, so I'm using a system to tell me when to get out, when to get in. Alright? Yeah, I've done this both, I have. This is me, everybody, no? Where do you think the experience come from? For me doing stupid things. Like you know? Me, this is me 20 years ago. Losing lost entries and losing trade. Oh, it's, you know? Everybody, believe me, 20 years ago there were no TikTok and YouTube, but we were still learning the same. You know, somebody, you know, the old guys who were teaching us, oh, do this and do that, and it didn't work, and it didn't work, right? Alright, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Yeah, what's the homework? Build. We're going to have a special class, everybody. If not this year, next year. Remember, this is our last week. Alright? And we are going to... Our last class is December 21. And then we are going to be back on January 8th, Monday. If not this year, next year, we're going to have class. But the homework is, everybody, build support, resistance, pivot points on your charts, alright? Yes, the monthly, you start with the monthly, you start with the weekly, you start with the daily. Boss, can I mail you to get your textbook for 1-1 course and found the admission required? Sure, absolutely. Everybody, never forget, I'm looking for traders. Alexander, if you do good, I have money to give you. How this sounds? How this sounds? I give you money. But no, not mandatory. But if you want, you know, I have 1,000 euros or dollars. What can I do? Well, I give you 9 more. Right? It's an incubator. No, this is not prop trading, has nothing to do. It's an incubator, alright? It's on your name. Alright, everybody, it's on your name, and it's on your name, and it's live. It's not demo, it's live, and this is your balance, and this is me giving you the money. And it's live, it's not demo, it's real. Alright, everybody, see you back tomorrow. Until tomorrow, stay strong. And what is an incubator? We are helping you. We are looking for traders, Sandy. Alright? I need to go, everybody. Sandy, ask me tomorrow, right? Sandy, please tomorrow send again the text. What is an incubator? Alright everybody, till tomorrow, stay strong and analyze the charts and study the chart like a boss, because you are the boss of your account.